Hello, I'm Beth Joey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome, this is a channel where I paint my face, turn my camera on and talk about some books. As I said, I think in every video that is 2022 wrap-up related, the new year 2023 content continues and the 2022 wrap-up is ongoing. And today I am bringing you my sort of follow-up to my 2022 must-reads on the Hook to Read the Book video, which is my 23 books that I have to read in 2023. I am not under any illusion that I'm going to make it through all of these books, but this is just my goal for the year, to actually make a dent in the shelves behind me right now before I buy more. Let's crack straight on with the 23 books that I want to read in 2023. Starting off, we've got Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake, because I loved Delilah Green Doesn't Care by this author, and this is their latest one. Then we've got True Crime Story by Joseph Knox, and I think it's such an interesting concept where the author sort of inserts himself into the work. Then we've got All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace, because I loved Belladonna by the same author. Then we've got Reputation by Lex Croucher, which is kind of been sold to me as like Bridgerton-esque, so love that. Then we've got Gallant by V.E. Schwab, because I didn't succumb to that hype this year, but I will be doing so next year. Then we've got The Passenger by Ulrich Alexander Boschwitz, which is one of those books that I think has been on this list every year. Then we've got Book of Night by Holly Black, because even though I don't love The Cruel Prince by this author, I guess I thought I'd give their adult stuff a go. Then we've got These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, which I have to read because I got the special edition of the first and the second book, despite the fact that I haven't read either of them. Then we've got The Christie Affair by Nina de Gramont, because I'm in my Christie phase at the moment and this is just part of that. Then we've got Not a Happy Family by Shari Lapina, another book that's been on my TBR for forever, and so I finally need to read it. Then we've got The Maid by Nita Prose, another book that was hyped up massively this year, but I didn't get around to reading it. Then we've got The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, a book that everybody seems to have read but me, and everybody loves it, so I have to try. Then we've got Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, because my mum bought me The Marriage Portrait by the same author, and I haven't even read the first book that I own by that author, so this one first. Then we've got Daisy Jones and the Six, because I mean Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, masterpiece. Then we've got It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, because I bought like 3 other books by this author, but I still haven't read the first one that I bought. Then we've got The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, because I think The Handmaid's Tale was a masterpiece and I can't wait to be back in this world. Then we've got The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary, because I read the first chapter of this in a try a chapter tag that I did, really enjoyed it, and then continued with it, but then DNF'd it for no other reason than something else came up at the time. Then we've got Guild by Raven Kennedy, because I bought the whole series while I was in Australia, despite not having read a single one of them. Then we've got The Heart Principle by Helen Huang, because this has been on so many TBRs and it is about time that I just put the intimidation aside and finally read it. Then we've got True History of the Kelly Gang by Peter Carey, because this is a part of Australian history that I learnt about in school but then never really knew about in much more detail other than it happened. The Kelly Gang was a thing, Ned Kelly is infamous, so I kind of want to know a bit more about that bit of history. Then we've got A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, because I'm told it's kind of like ACOTAR and it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, which is just my sweet spot. Then we've got Something Wilder by Christina Lauren, because I've loved every single book I've read by this author duo except for their Christmas book Inner Holidays, and I'm really scared now, so I have to test it by reading another one of their sort of regular contemporaries. And lastly, we've got Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin, a beast that has been on my TBR for forever and ever and ever, and I've never gotten around to reading it, despite the fact that it's a fantasy romance, it's enemies to lovers. There are so many elements of this that I would really love, and I still haven't read it. I'm not going to even try to hold all of those up, but those are the 23 books that I have to read in 2023. Fingers crossed I actually get through some of these. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a list like this. What are the books that you have to read in 2023? Because I would absolutely love to know in the comments down below. Do come and chat to me. I love talking to you guys and I reply to every single comment. I really hope that you enjoyed this very quick video, and if you did, please do let me know by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell all down below. It is a super easy way to help my channel grow, and now is a great time as I do my wrap up and new year content for 2022 and 2023. So I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye!